Hanging from the ceiling there in the roll-a-rama roller skating rink was a large board, many feet across, about a foot thick, and it had been painted so that it was divided into 9 different rectangles. And each rectangle had a light bulb inside of it. And on the outside were words painted. And usually the light bulb in the upper left corner was lit up. And when that light bulb was lit, it said, "All skate." And when all skate was on, I was out there learning how to fly, just going around that rink over and over again. But sometimes it would turn off, and the light bulb in this corner of the sign would turn on. And it said, "Couples only." And when that one turned on, I was never out on the rink. Even worse, sometimes the light bulb down here would light up, and it said, "Sadie Hawkins, ladies' choice," where the girl got to pick which boy she wanted to skate with, and again, I was never out there on the rink. But my favorite was when this one lit up. Because when this light bulb turned on, all the other lights in roll-a-rama would fade down to complete darkness. They would turn on a spotlight that would cast a beam of light onto a disco ball right there, which would then reflect with light dancing all around the walls of roll-a-rama. They would turn on some music. Dun 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 dun. And that pretty young woman who worked behind the concession counter, dun 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 dun, she would skate out with 2 poles in her hands that had pegs going up the sides. Dun 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 dun. And the tall, bald man with the mustache that worked behind the rental skate counter, he would skate out and put a bar across the top. Dun 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 dun. Dun 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 dun. And from behind this setup, every kid would line up. On this particular day, 23 of us. Everyone lined up because if you were the winner of what was about to happen, you won a coupon for 1 free item at the concession counter. And standing at the very back of the line, shorter than everyone else, I could look past all my competitors, past the poles with the pegs, past the worn wooden boards, through the lacing lobby, right there to the corner of the concession counter where that crystal clear jar was full of kosher dill pickles. My prize. And the game started. Dun 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 dun, one by one going under. Dun 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 dun, until it was my turn. Dun 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 dun. Dun, 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 dun. Back to the back of the line. Time for round 2. And then there were 15 kids left. They took the bar and they moved it down several pegs. Round 2. Dun, 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 dun. Bum, ba, dun, 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 dun. Dun, 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 dun. Dun, 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 dun. Till it was my turn. Dun, 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 dun. I was a bit of a show-off. Dun, dun. Dun, 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 dun. Back to the back of the line. Dun, 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 dun. They moved it down, and there were 9 kids left. Dun, 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 dun. And then there were 2 kids left. And this is when it became serious business. They took that bar and they moved it down till it looked like it was just a few inches off the ground, if it was even a foot. I was first up, and it was time for the secret move. You take your ear, you touch it to your shoulder, and imagine that it's glued right there with invisible paste. You do a half split in that same direction. Then reach your other hand underneath of your skate. Back in those days, there weren't inline skates. It was foursquare. And there was space between the sole of your shoe and where the wheels actually were to put your hand. So your ear glued here, half split this way. Reach under your other skate, grab tight, take the deepest breath that you could, and then exhale behind you for propulsion towards that pole. And I was moving forward, right towards that finish line.